Estimating user stories in an Agile environment for Jira tasks typically follows these steps. Choose an estimation technique. Story points, preferred in Agile, uses Fibonacci sequence 1, 2, 3, 5, 13, etc. to estimate effort based on complexity and risk. Time-based, hours, days, useful for tasks but less common for full stories. T-shirt sizing, S, M, L, XL, high-level estimation sometimes converted into story points later. Chart 2. Use planning poker for consensus. Team members individually assign story points. If estimates differ, discuss reasoning and reach a consensus. 3. Break down large user stories. If a story is too big, e.g. 13 points, split it into smaller stories, tasks. 4. Consider the definition of done. Include development, testing, review, and deployment effort. 5. Use past velocity as a benchmark. Compare with completed stories to ensure realistic estimates. 6. Document estimates in Jira. Enter story points in the story points field. For subtasks, use time estimates if required. 7. Re-evaluate during sprint planning. Adjust estimates if necessary based on team discussions. Would you like story points estimation in Agile using Fibonacci sequence? What are story points? Story points are a relative measure of effort used in Agile to estimate user stories. Instead of estimating in hours, teams assign numbers, e.g. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, etc., based on the complexity, uncertainty, and effort involved in completing a user story. Why use Fibonacci sequence? The Fibonacci sequence 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13 is used because the numbers grow exponentially, reflecting the fact that uncertainty increases as complexity increases. It prevents false precision. Estimating between 8 and 9 is difficult, but choosing between 8 and 13 is easier. It encourages meaningful discussion among team members. How to estimate using story points. 1. Consider 3 main factors. When assigning story points, evaluate the following. 1. Complexity. How difficult is the task? A simple UI change might be 1 or 2 points. A new feature requiring complex logic might be 8 or 13 points. 2. Effort. How much work is needed? A task requiring minor modifications to existing code might be 3 points. A task requiring extensive refactoring or new module creation might be 8+ points. 3. Uncertainty risks. Are there unknowns? If the story involves working with a new API, it might have higher uncertainty and require a larger estimate. Well-understood tasks will have lower estimates. 2. Assigning story points using planning poker. 1. Each team member privately selects a story point value based on effort, complexity, and risk. 2. Everyone reveals their number at the same time. 3. If there's a significant difference in estimates, discuss why. 4. Reach a consensus on the final story point value. 3. Example estimations. User story, complexity, effort, risk, estimated story points. Add a login button, low, low, low. Implement user authentication, medium, medium, low. Develop a reporting dashboard, high, medium. Migrate legacy system to microservices. Advantages of story points. More predictable velocity. Helps in sprint planning by tracking how many points the team can complete per sprint. Avoids hourly guesswork. People estimate effort differently in hours, but relative effort is easier to agree on. Encourages collaboration. Developers, testers, and designers collectively discuss estimates. Would you like guidance on setting up story points in Jira? Story points estimation